Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I wanted to talk about why you should probably not buy the ONEPLUS One. Now, I've had the ONEPLUS One for quite a few months now, and it's been a great device. And I don't do these negative videos very often, if at all, really. But I thought I needed to share with you my experience I had, or am still having, with their customer service. Their customer service is kind and friendly, but horrendous. And what I mean by that is this particular device, I'm extremely careful with my phones. In fact, I use phones like the iPhone without cases for years, and I've yet to have a cracked screen or break anything, really. However, with the ONEPLUS One, you can see it's intact. It looks good. It's very good. It's got a few scuffs here just from being set down. Just set on a table, nothing else, without a case. And I do have a case for it, and I switch time to time. But that's not where the issue is. With the latest software update, and this may just be coincidental, with the latest software update, it no longer sees a SIM card. And that obviously is a major problem. Now, let me show you. If I pop the SIM card tray out, now what I did is I tried every single thing you could imagine. I looked on forums, I looked on different sites to see if maybe there was some other people experiencing this and what they did. Couldn't find a whole lot of that. So what I did is flash the device back to its stock self. Now, I didn't have this rooted or anything like that. I just flashed it back to basically reset everything. That didn't work. I reset it to an older version, actually flashed an older ROM to it available straight from them, and put the factory ROMs on here. I've actually never rooted it or anything, and put the factory ROMs on here and then updated from there and thought maybe that would solve the problem. Still, it does not recognize the SIM card. Now, the SIM card tray, you can see, is not damaged. There's nothing wrong with it. Looks good. And that's the same for the SIM card slot. And it looks good. Now, it's really hard to see any pins that might be in there. It doesn't appear to be damaged, but it is a little bit hard to see. Never got one stuck in here, nothing like that. Been using it on and on with an adapter, but been using it on and on. Had no problems, had used it for quite a while, updated it, and it no longer works. So I can put a SIM card in it, it doesn't show up. So what I did is I said, well, let me see what I can find. And it fits in nicely, pops out with no problem. This is actually the factory eject tool, so no problems there. It seems to work. Wi-Fi works, but again, it doesn't recognize a SIM card. I've tried multiple brands, multiple varieties, multiple sizes, still nothing. It just does not recognize. So that tells me there's a problem with the SIM card slot. So I emailed support. It took, I got for about the next 3 days or so, got emails every other day or every day. I don't remember exactly how long. I would have to look. But got emails that said, we've got your service or your ticket. We're just waiting to respond. And they just updated me with that. And I thought, well, you know, it was inexpensive. They did send it to me. So I'll wait a few days and see what happens. Well, a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks went by. I got an email from them and said, we haven't forgot about you. And I replied and said, well, it's a good thing. And I'm not rude, but I said it's a good thing I have a backup phone to use because I can't use this phone at all. I would like to, but I can't. They finally replied probably a week after that and said, we would like you to send us photos of the SIM card tray, the SIM card slot, your serial number, anything you've done to it. It was kind of ridiculous what they were asking, but I sent them what they wanted, and I still haven't heard from them. Now, we're talking probably a month or so since I filed a ticket with them, and still I have no working phone. So reliably, now I guess I can't recommend this because reliably you can't use it as a phone. Now, I don't know if anyone else has had this experience, but my experience with, I guess, Apple maybe has skewed this a little bit. If I had a problem with my iPhone, I go to an Apple store and they take care of it right away. Now, I may have to pay, I might not. It doesn't matter. I can take care of it right away. With ONEPLUS One, up until recently, you had to have an invite to buy one, and I couldn't buy another even if I wanted to. So That's a big problem for me. Even if I had a Moto X go down, I could contact Motorola or bring it to a Verizon store or bring it to an AT&T store. With the ONEPLUS One, you just can't do that. There's nowhere to bring it. So you have to deal with their support, and you have to submit it through an email ticket. There was no other way to get a hold of them. So I don't want to go on, but hopefully that gives you an idea of their service, and that's a really big problem. So you may be getting about a half price off phone compared to a comparable phone with the same specs, but you're also getting far less than the actual service you would get from the other phone manufacturers. So thought I'd bring that up. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have you had any of those similar experiences if you've gotten your hands on a ONEPLUS One? Other than that, it's been a great phone. It's been reliable, but that part right there obviously makes it something I can't recommend. I would say don't get one. So again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe, like the video if you like it. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.